When you connect to a Bluetooth device, what you get is a list of capabilities. Capabilities is the set of profiles that the Bluetooth device actually supports. So, a pretty common one, for example, is right here the hands free profile. You would use that if your car, for example, supported Bluetooth and it had basically a speakerphone built into it. Or if you had one of the Plantronics or Jawbone earpieces that have the microphone in it. Those are hands free profiles. And there are a fair number of other profiles that are supported as well, depending on the type of capability that you want to be looking for. Another fairly common one is actually the Human Interface Device Profile, or HID. This is for mice or keyboards or joysticks, for example. You would use this if you wanted to use wireless human interface devices like mice or keyboards or joysticks, and you didn't want the wires that were involved. So you could also do a LAN access profile in order to give you access to local area networks. You can use the hands-free profile, as we mentioned before. The health device profile is another one that's becoming fairly common. It's used for sending and receiving medical device data. We've got the general object exchange profile, which is really the parent profile of other profiles that are using data. There's also the generic access profile, which again is the parent profile for all other profiles. There's the fax profile, file transfer profile. You can see there's a fair number of profiles that can be used that covers really the range of capabilities of Bluetooth devices. We've got the phone book access profile, which again would go along with the hands-free profile. So you've got some profiles that are more or less meant to go along with other profiles. So if you've got a device, you probably support multiple profiles on that device. Now, you can see that this list is fairly substantial. They don't consider this a complete list. The Bluetooth Special Interest Working Group is actually constantly looking at capabilities that can be performed over Bluetooth, adding additional profiles, enhancing the profiles that are in place. And you will always see new functionality built into Bluetooth devices, and that probably means that there is a new profile that has been created to support that new functionality. But in order to do anything with a Bluetooth device, you've got to figure out what functionality it supports. In other words, you need to know the profiles that it supports so that you can know what it is capable of doing. If the device doesn't support, for example, the hands-free profile, there's nothing you can do to actually make it support that hands-free profile. I can't get a Bluetooth keyboard, for example, and suddenly make it start listening to my voice and sending and receiving audio. There's just no way to do that. It doesn't support the hands-free profile. So when you've got a device that supports a specific set of Bluetooth profiles, it's based on the capabilities of that device.